Welcome everyone to Bitcoin Spike. This is London. Let's go through the details on Bitcoin. Had some negative price action. We currently are trying to recover just a touch. And guys, you know this is the #1 trade group. Shout out to Angel Matos on top, #1 contributor. Invested in Bitcoin at $7.79. We trade leverage quite a bit. We're going to be looking at the overall picture here in terms of BTC, in terms of this macro descending wedge, a bullish structure. We'll dig into the micro as well. Want the VIP to go ahead and shout out congratulations to Jubal. Jubal is a new VIP member. Want to welcome you, Jubal, and we're excited to have you. Appreciate you letting us know about those new technical possibilities that we were looking at earlier today. Very cool in terms of that additional framework to look at our futures with. As we look at futures leverage, essentially, guys, trying to maximize price action only for those seasoned traders, I'd say, who are available or willing with their skill set to apply such. So we're going to be looking at the Fibonacci. Exciting to see the Fibonacci deployed and working, period. We focus on price targets. Very easy in terms of the overall approach would be buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, guys. Very easy in terms of BTC. Trying to, I'd say, formulate some sort of currently an ascending triangle. We're looking for that flat top at all times. You guys know that. I was letting the VIP know. First of all, guys, we have to talk about APE. Hello, guys. APE in the house. And shout out, guys. Hit the like button. First of all, lets me know that you're not a robot. What's up, guys? Hit the like button so that I know that you are here. It makes a big difference if you do hit it, because I see that you hit it, and it actually lets me know that the people are in the community right now and that I can actually deliver some quality content. Bottom line, yesterday, very interesting in terms of quality content. You guys remember on APE, remember when I said, wow, I think it'd be interesting to go ahead. We went through just an absolute jam session in terms of, the kind of the approach, how you would enter into shorts, right? What would you do, right? How would you schedule into shorts? What would you do, guys? In terms of that, looking up those macro extensions, right, and scheduling in up to a macro extension. It was just a huge day for those who shorted. We met our target to the downside, and it's continued to the downside, okay, with a little bit of a hit there on that ascending wedge. You see now, guys, APE was, what was that, guys? Down 20%. Big drop off, guys. 20%. Can you believe that it was just flying through the roof at 40%, now down 20%? But you can see why I went through the details. You can just see kind of that blow off top, I think, that you can say that we had here. Bam, just a real strong move to the upside, and bam, this capitulation without that follow through. Looking at the daily candles, let's look at the daily candles real quickly. Yeah, just a real big candle wick to the top, a big green candle, very nice. But look at this, boom. That would normally be red, but I've had that as white just to be a little less aggressive on the eyes, guys. So we say down 19%. The overall market did take a hit today, but I think APE is #1 in terms of the loss of the primary coins, the ETF coins as well. Phantom. Look at Phantom, guys. We have to take a look at Phantom real quickly just to see what's going on with Phantom. It's been on my mind recently. Shout out to Angel. I let him know the other day. I was like, Phantom is on my mind, so it may be going down to pick up some targets, maybe that Angel or VIP have at lower levels. You guys know, as we would look at the target infrastructure here, the framework, we're almost at the 86 on Phantom. Wow, guys, big deal. 86 incoming on Phantom. Wow, that would be an interesting, guys, pickup. I got to say, an interesting pickup. Potentially, it could go lower. And actually, no, I need to redo this. I forgot this. Dang it. My fault, guys. Hold on. I had to redo this. Now I have to say this. Yes, I know I redid this yesterday. We're almost at the 76. Dang it. I would have liked to have had that 86 on. Guys, that's our special level, the 86. So let me go ahead and save this specific one. Let me do this and save as, I'm going to save this as final 86. Let me do AAA final 86. Now, guys, the 86 is, as I bring this up, it's a good example for us to bring this up on. Final 86, I'm going to put complete. I had that at the 186. This just shows you essentially how you go in and modify. Make sure you have that 86. I had it at 186. So, boom. We're almost at the 78.6 in terms of the overall retracement. Still a phenomenal level for Phantom. I want to go down to that first interval here, and you'll see in the first interval, the reason I was excited about the 86 was, bam, Look at that first interval. That was about the bottom of this primary price function here. Once it hit that 86, it was up and gone, guys. So the 786 on Phantom and any other coins is definitely kind of a sweet spot. You guys know that. If we get to that 86, guys, we'd be really excited. I know the VIP have orders waiting at that lower level. So 786, it is on Phantom, but a very down day. Definitely going down to pick up those orders, guys, as you would look at that in terms of Phantom. And what's up, Jubal? My man, Jubal. What's up? Jubal, boom. And Jubal, I appreciate the thank you for the information in the back. I'm excited to see that stuff. We'll go over maybe some of the details and maybe even let you, I don't know, kind of walk us through it to the extent that you think that that is a good idea, if it's reliable information in terms of those orders, the order books that you're looking at. We'd love to know what you're using as you're part of the VIP community. I just want it to be reliable. If we can find that reliable information, we would love to have that information and to use that. I'm going to put an alert here. I'm also going to put an alert on that 86 where we're getting near that 86, okay, for Phantom. Phantom has had some, there we go. Phantom has had some really great price action over the, guys, it's just been incredible. Reminds of Atom, right? And we're going to watch this, guys. Please pay attention to this. Phantom, you see nearly the double top, right? What's the, let's look at Atom. Okay, let's look at Atom, which is Cosmos. Just to look at the overall price structure, we see a repeat of this. Let's look at Atom real quickly. Atom, then we'll go right back to BTC, guys. Atom. Very familiar price structuring. You see that double top kind of indicated here. We're hoping we'd have this ascending triangle, which still could be saved on Atom, but you'll see that same framework in play. You guys know in 2021 we spent a lot of time going through the entirety of most of the primary coins in terms of the retracements, right? So I'm going to set an alert here for Atom right there on near the golden pocket. But you see the difference in potential value between Phantom, right, which had some great price action. That is down to the 786, and Atom, which has that same double top feature, which is down to that 61.8 now. I'm also going to go to one more coin right now, so that we see that. Then we're going to cover DOGE, SHIB. We're going to cover USDT.D. We're going to cover, guys, quite a few coins from Luna to maybe even XRP. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at XRP, see if it's doing anything interesting. Let's look at Harmony 1. Harmony 1 is down. All right, and I want to say down, but it's going down to targets. For those of you who have been around on Harmony 1, you could just see, like, this is these are breaking to the downside, guys. A lot of these have had really phenomenal. Again, another coin. We look at Phantom. We look at Atom or Cosmos. Now we look at Harmony 1, just very similarly patterned. In terms of those, in terms of the framework that has been demonstrated to us by the technicals there. So right at that 786 as well. So looking at, let's say the opportunity zones here, we're looking at acquisitions for looking at acquisitions for Phantom that are in that 786. Guys, it can be really important. You guys know that the 86 is just, with the rebound potential, the 86 is really, guys, you're looking at 90% off on your coins. So it's a big deal to get into the framework where we're starting to see that level of a potential discount. Is very, very important. I think AXS is relatively down as well. Let's take a look at AXS. Now, there were some issues, and we'll just cover a few of these things real quickly in terms of these coins. But, yeah, looks just beyond that 786. Very, very, very nicely done in terms of the potential there for, let me go ahead and make sure that I'm right at ground zero here. Bam. Yeah, we're just right at that 786 on AXS. Again, that 86 would be, that 86% off would be really nice. With the recovery, you guys know, never overexposed, always with heavy cash reserves at lower levels, right? But good utility coin. AXS had a little bit of problem with that Ronin hack, etc., as I do recall that, right? So we're interested. Let's see what we got in terms of, let's go back to APE. APE was on the map. We'll keep it on the map, and it looks like we just rolled over to the new trading day. Okay, I want to say that, have we? We're close. We're close. It looks like we have on a number of these. Let me get to BTC. Let's go back to APE here, go back to BTC, and I have two different time frames, two different clocks on the wall here. Let me go to APE. There we go. Yeah, we are on to the new trading day. Welcome to the new trading day, guys. Hopefully you guys doing well. APE starting off green. We'll click back over to BTC, which is still in pattern, still holding in pattern. I have an upside target. I delivered an upside target to the VIP, which is 38,771 thereabouts, right? 38,771. It would be an additional move, but delivered it during this fall down feature here, right? So looking towards getting back up to that target. Come on, BTC. You got to hit our VIP target. That's part of the game. That's part of the ball. That is the ball game, right? And what do we have? Who is this? Is that master miner in the house? I don't know if is that master miner. I gotta pay attention to whether or not that's master miner. Master miner, we gotta upgrade you to VIP. Boom, boom, boom. You know this. You gotta upgrade to VIP. That's gonna happen because you have that VIP badge. I always tell the base campers, I'm like, man, you know that VIP badge is kind of like they're on loan. We expect you. It's called base camp, like Evers. We want you to hammer on up to the VIP. That's the whole idea. We want your trade game to escalate, etc. And Jubal, we'll chat a little bit about that indicator that you have, and let's just go through it live on stream because I've run into it a few different times, and I want to make sure that it's reliable. Like it would be important for me to know that, and I know that it's important for you to know that. Since you use it, we'll get some input on that. Let me see what I have in terms of the. So that's let's see, Master Miner, you have no name. You've gone anonymous. Master Miner has gone. He has literally gone nameless. He's you guys see him. He's gone. He's gone nameless. Master Miner, you can't delete your name. We have to know who you are. You have to identify yourself at all times. We're just having fun in the stream, but we can look at the expectation here. The following is this, guys. In terms of VIP and Jabal, let's chat about this real quickly. You want to go through something, Master Miner? We can maybe look at something in a bit. I promise. We'll look at something in a bit. I do not want to ignore ever the base camp is walking your way up to VIP. We won't do that. We'll pay attention to that. Looking at this somewhat of a descending wedge here, right? Now, I made this the target for VIP. And you say, well, you know, okay, that's easy. It's right here. Well, it wasn't right here. The price wasn't here. It was more in this zone in here. Okay, so making this the target while we're down in this zone, realizing there's an opportunity, right, for profit. If you could get away from the peak of a descending wedge, that has failed. Capiche? You guys get it? If you can get in and away, further that you get from a descending wedge that has failed, the larger the overall potential. I'm going to say potential opportunity. Okay, now therein involves the degree of risk as well. So always, guys, always be prepared for the for the lack of a return period to a descending wedge. Okay, I just find frequently, and this is the trade group, we're small enough we can talk about this, guys. In terms of the recovery, if I see a wedge, what am I thinking of? 10 times out of 10, guys. Literally 10 times out of 10. I don't care if it bounces in from the top side. If we fall out, now the danger zone is this: we could fall way out, okay, before somehow recovering. I like to recover this peak at least, okay? If we are unable, just to cover this, guys, for the new VIP, for Jabal, etc., if we get a quick return, that's great. You're never promised to go up and beyond where the wedge should have, could have, might have gone. It's never promised. But we see this return function somewhat frequently, guys. The thing that we have seen more frequently lately is the fact that on any descending wedge, and it could be a going from let's say a continuation to the upside expected coming from the downside, or going down, let's say part of a continuation potentially to the downside, we just see this recovery to this zone. What I've started to notice, though, as traders have traded this more, is more bam, really getting far away from it, really pushing the traders to see whether or not they're really committed to this style. The ones who go heavily in this area at times are getting completely hammered. So you got to be careful, guys. It's not that the market dynamics necessarily will change, but they are prone to push you. You guys know that. They're prone to push you. So in terms of, looking at this pattern framework here at BTC right now, let's go ahead and let me mark this up just a touch. And Jubal, I want to let you kind of walk us through some of those technical indicators that you're using on some of those things that you brought up at VIP, because I want to really encourage that at VIP. I just definitely do. I normally don't allow links. I don't want links to other, particularly ever to any influence or anything like that. I want us to all do our own TA. It's really important. If the market dynamics are solid, though, and any tools or framework that you're using, we want, I'm happy to discuss it. And if it's great for the overall group, let's use it. And Jabal, we'll give you credit for it. I think people have used that in the past, and they've had a little bit of difficulty with it. I think it's burned them a few times. So, but we'll go through those details in terms of, let's just look at what this is in the And let me get back through here in terms of Jubal. Let me get to the main VIP. We'll just open this up. Let's get back to where Jubal had entered some of this information. I thought it was interesting enough. Let's look at its book map. All right, book map. Now, book map. Try updating your browser. Unable to initialize the WebGL. Oh, interesting. It says that. Let's see if it'll actually work on my browser. Very interesting. Maybe it's just taking its sweet time. Don't know. We'll leave it for a second to see if it wants to work. But I'd use that on my handheld. It tried to work, but I've got this juiced up 30, 80, 90 plus graphics card processor, so I'm not sure what that was about. We'll see if that works. Not sure. Not sure if it's going to work. It doesn't want to work. So, well, that stinks. Sorry, Jubal. The survey says error, right? Not cool. Okay, so let's go back to the technicals now. Still, thank you, Jubal, for that, without a doubt. Just picked up FTM heavily. All right, you just heavily picked up FTM. I hope you got that FTM down lower at the 86 retracement. And if you're picking heavy stuff up, you gotta play game. You gotta play ball. You got that VIP badge. He's got that VIP badge. You know, Jamal's Jubal. Jubal. Okay, Jubal. Jubal immediately yesterday, the coolest thing in the world. I got to shout out to Jubal. Why? Because listen to this, guys. He shouted over into Twitter. He's like, yo, Spike, awesome TA, like it very much. I'm like, you need to join our VIP. Literally, you can just tell in 10 seconds the guy was going to join. No problem. He's like, that's fine. I don't have a problem paying cover charge. Like, it's VIP. It's very easy, right? He's VIP, just period. So he's in today. We're talking about, and I think that may be the browser. Maybe I'll try and update that browser on whatever you tried to share with us. I did experience it on the handheld. It was a little bit difficult to get into the interworkings of Bookmap Web, but I appreciate it. It's very it's a sophisticated interface, right? The material, the orders, right, that are coming in and out based upon the selected exchanges seems to be information that we would want to look at. I just want it to be reliable. If it's not reliable, or like we had discussed earlier, Jabal, if Phantom or something, orders set up to steer price in direction X, Y, or Z. Yeah, I'm one of the guys that'll try and set up orders to steer price in the direction of X, Y, and Z, just to set the framework of the supply and the demand of what we're looking at. I ain't ready yet, Coach. Laugh out loud. I know that. You need to email me, man. You got to email me. We gotta get you off the song and dance routine. I mean, you got song and dance. You got everything, don't you? We got to get you some VIP lessons, man. Just forget the whatever you got going on. Okay, so we got look at this, guys. Flat top resistance. We got an ascending line of support. It's a little difficult, guys. It's not perfect in terms of the ascending triangle. We're trying to get up to my target. I want that to happen for VIP, for any VIP that are trading. It's just not perfect. Another hold it through this up to 125x on L Bank. We'd like to see that. That'd be a nice move, guys. It'd be a sweet move from down in this zone. Now you had to structure your entry very carefully. You guys know that. We've been looking at the specific Fibonacci's. You guys know that we're still holding on to that. And as we look back at the 4-hourly, much different. We zoom out, we chill. I do have some interesting lines for you guys to look at today. It's going to be very important in terms of the potential for this previous. Please pay attention, guys. The previous. I'm going to call this a level of resistance. That which price cannot get up above. Please pay attention. Which price cannot get up above 4-hourly BTC, the entirety of the 100 days here, guys. Okay, really 120, I'm going to say with this, guys. That which price cannot get up and above from the seat along the top. That resistance confirmed, boom, as support. All right, very important. Very important, that resistance to support, boom. Okay, now I'm identifying this secondary level here. Secondary level, I want to follow this resistance here. Let me go ahead and let me hide these. Let me hide those targets for a moment. Okay, so there's resistance which the price cannot get beyond. Identify the seat first of all, right? That's part of the process of any fan reversal. I just want to bring this to your attention now, okay? Because this is a real line. The resistance to the support, bam. Now we have a differentiation in here. We have a bit of an extra, I'd say a little bit of an extra swing pattern or range function in line with almost a near flat top attempt to traject to the upside. A complication on the fan. Let's go to this secondary line here. The resistance, which we would have preferred to catch this line, I'm just noting for a fact on the candle wicks that we're below a level of preceding resistance. We're underneath. We've tried to traject up and above it, but that's a real line right now. If we go on the actual, let me pull the framework of these. Let's pull those these specific Fibonacci's into play real quickly. And the fan reversal is one of the stronger patterns that we've seen demonstrated on BTC. You guys know that it's one of the stronger patterns we've seen demonstrated on BTC. Okay, over the preceding, I say the last, we say a few months, it's been a very strong pattern. If you haven't been paying attention, you've been missing it, guys. Boom, you've seen a lot of these curl over function fans. Bam, big trade opportunities. It's like BTC likes to bring out the hammer with the fan at some point in time. So it's not a very popular pattern, guys, but it is New York Institute of Finance. All right, so it's a definitely an institutionally recognized pattern. I'm glad that we cover it. It's not a traditional retail pattern. It's just not, guys. And looking at the framework of the fan, you'd have some sort of a level of support to resistance, right? We could go through these, and we have gone through these, just very much so, okay, on the different time frames, etc. But as you see them, boom, you'll just, you know that we've covered quite a few of them. Always keep an eye out for them. And to the extent that we're involved in some sort of a fan process or procedure here, let me go ahead and look at this 4 hourly again. Let's look at the lines real quickly. Very interesting on the line. Now, and look in terms of, I went to the candle wick so that you could see from the point of this seat right here, and just pay attention. It'll give you a little bit of insight into BTC. If you guys are new to the channel, VIP is our top level of membership. We're excited in 2022. We got a good group. We like to trade futures, guys. We just do. We like to maximize price action, but we also have bedrock approach to investing, without a doubt. Shout out to Angel on top, $7.79 in terms of the entry, his entry into Bitcoin, $7.79. So one of the top dogs, if not the top dog, in crypto. We're excited that you make your home here. Angel, thank you for being #1 VIP. I appreciate that. And just, guys, we're professional, or we're blue collar or white collar, whatever it is. I say old collar or new collar. We want to beat the market, right? I'm a former financial professional, but not financial advice. What is it? Duke University, Harvard Business School, the whole spiel, but not financial advice, okay? And in terms of this specific, the fan that we're trying to get into, I say into play here, we can look at the 4 hourly. The 4 hourly is fine. I bring up the candles to demonstrate, first of all, this line here between the resistance and this support. Boom. That's an important line for me. We can go to the actual lines. We can go to the lines, okay? In terms of the framework of this, the important thing right now is you would even consider this in a cross-trend context. Just the line in I say considerable, as you would look at it in the let's say in the context of a cross trend. Okay, any cross trend line. Okay, what's a cross trend line? Any resistance to support. Okay, any resistance to support is going to be a cross trend line. Any resistance to support is going to be a cross trend line. That defines a cross trend line. So when I look at let's say the daily, and I'm trying to really lay out between this preceding line here, okay, that I would look at it. I'm putting it in the context of the fan because the lower time frames and the candle work functions in this regard from the resistance to the support. Okay, so I'm using this as the seat. I'm drawing this down to this secondary level here for the purposes of our understanding. Essentially, this line that we're trying to hold on to, it is a cross-trend line, because right now you cannot deny we are just grinding in this direction, right? We're expecting price action to the upside. Now, we slammed back down yesterday. What do we slam down to? Essentially, guys, we slammed back down to, boom, that specific line of prior resistance, boom, to support. I identified that to the VIP last night early. If you guys were in the back and looked at it, if you started to draw your lines, you may have caught that, because I identified this level of resistance, okay, connecting this pivot framework to this pivot framework. It is a cross-trend line, and yes, look at that price action, guys. It's literally just going straight down this specific line. So that's the easiest, I say, that's the most accurately identifiable, what we say, just directional trend line that we're currently experiencing. Attempt to confirm as resistance or support or just frustrate along and break out up and above. But this is the line. And as we look at that specific this area of price action, it is the line, period. We don't have to ask, well, maybe it is that line, maybe it's not that line. It is the line, guys. And in looking at this come on, guys. Are you kidding me now? I don't know where time goes. We trade, we have a good time. I don't know what happens to it, I got to tell you. But it can't be, guys. Look at this in terms of the time frame. This has got to be wrong, guys. This has got to be wrong. No way. The last 18 days, we have been on that line? No way, guys. 18 days. This has got to be wrong. That's on the daily chart. Let's just look at this, guys. From the current, guys, this is just unreal. Look at this. The last 18 days. We have been right up and down that line. Big deal. Look at this. Look at this. This is the line. I got to tell you guys, but it's like, it takes, sometimes we have to take let me tell you, I looked at the fan process earlier on weeks ago before we got to here. And of course, it just drops into oblivion. We're focused on our Fibonacci's, etc. But this is just how things work. It's like, we got to spend 3 weeks someplace. And it's like, yes, we're definitely on this line. So I wanted to let you guys know that is the area of concern. You can go to the daily chart and draw from this top level here just to give yourself an idea of what's going on. From that resistance to the resistance, and just look at that flow, guys. That's quite a line. 3 weeks. 3 weeks we've been on that line, guys. So in terms of that, it has operated multiple times. As you would look at this, guys, this is the lower time frame of that same line in terms of the hourly resistance, trying to do something, guys. Support, trying to do. I mean, we've been in potentially bullish pattern after potentially bullish pattern after potentially bullish pattern, and it just hasn't wanted to let go. So that is literally the line that is defining the price action right now, and it doesn't go without saying, guys. Just excited that we're on it, and it's important to understand that as we look at the framework of BTC, what our expectations are. Let's dig into the framework a little bit more here. 0.17. Let's look at the current price at 38,660. What's moving right now? Let's take a look at what is moving as we reset the day. Exciting for all the VIP, etc. APE up a bit. Okay. Jasmine, Ave. Let's see. Okay, so this is the line. You guys know how to get it on your daily time frame. Just focus into that. Don't lose it. You can right-click and hide that anytime you want to. You can go under object tree on the bottom right, and you can flip through. You can do as you wish with it, but just keep that handy if you want a separate chart with that on it, etc. I think it will be beneficial for you guys to continue to explore kind of what are we doing, right? Because it's just right now price is frustrating along that line. We have been for a while we're still bullish. Like the notion here is the following, and this is the complication that I really want to bring to you now. It's been kind of the conclusion of what I've wanted to discuss is today is we are in a bullish within a bullish expectation of breaking out up and above this, and in terms of that, the return just was back down to and really through that line yesterday, but it's just acted like a magnet for 3 weeks, and that's is the line in play? Okay, is the line in play? If the line is in play, what would we expect? Let's go through this in detail, and I'll get to the comments in 1 second. Let me focus on this so I don't lose attention. When I lose attention, I just like all of us, guys, I go in different directions. So I want to stay focused for let's see this just the focal factor here. Want to bring you guys best TA. I'll be right into those comments in 2 seconds, guys. In terms of this level of resistance, support, right? This is a heck of a grab on this line, guys. There's a heck of a grab on this line. I want you to be prepared for the following, because we have traded these. This can fail. Okay, this can fail. If you guys know, if you've traded fans recently, as you try and trade a fan, I understand we have this level of deviation here. I understand that we have the secondary hump that doesn't fit within, I'd say, this level of resistance that doesn't fit in the framework of the fan. But we have this on the candle work, which is perfect resistance to support. Boom. Just is, guys. Looking at this framework, the resistance to this just attack on this line here, it's just, this isn't going away, guys. This is what it is. 3 weeks along this line. Now, number 2 I have up here. For and this is a good context for us to at least review the procedures for a fan, a reversal, right outside of the context of the bear flag. We know that we have this catch at the lower, I'd say at this lower target, essentially, where on the 4 hourly we are heading, right, on either the level of, I'd say, indicated by these two preceding levels of support here, and very clearly indicated by this wedge. Like the price action right here is just working towards that 4-hourly. I'm interested personally in this 4-hourly line. I've said that before. That's where I'm really interested. Today I had a lot of running around to do. Wasn't really focused, and I promised myself today when I trade, I really want to be focused. And you guys know I talked about that yesterday. When you're not focused, you're going to pay for it in your trades. And not just you, that's me, that's anybody, guys. If you want to feed one to the wolves, that's fine, guys. But just understand when you're focused, you have that best opportunity, I believe, to demonstrate your skills in the market and for the market to, kind of be at your behest instead of the other way around. So we'd like to focus. I want to shout out to AJ Crypto. AJ, brother. It was really nice to talk to you today. I just chat a little bit. I look forward to catching up on Saturday. Going to be fun. AJ Crypto, our longest standing VIP member. What is up, AJ, in the house? Former U.S. Air Force. What's up? What's up? So in terms of this potential move to the upside, this is honestly, guys, for traders who trade. I'm going to tell you guys, for traders who trade and know their patterns, this is the benchmark here. I'm going to tell you guys, that's the benchmark. It just is. All right. If you have a framework, which we do, of a resistance to a support, bam, we have a lot of patterns in play, right? But between this specific move here, what gets you on the fan is this, guys, is from the hitch here. You can take that from the daily to this level of resistance here, right there. The fact that, boom, we slammed down in this zone to that prior resistance. Bam, and nearly. I mean, it's within a very small percentage, guys. We're literally off by just a couple $100, right? About a percent, which is within threshold. As you draw your trend lines, allow for about a 1% deviation. Okay, so we're within. We're right along that line. I was right along that razor's edge. Okay, in terms of the demonstration of resistance to the support. Now, yes, we have the bear flag. Yes, we have other factors in play. However, I want you to focus on this because I'm telling you guys, if you trade a lot, the move is here. The move is up here, okay? And it's not too much to say, okay, that's the preceding primary level of, I'd say, a resistance into here, up and over. Yes, we need to conquer this level. Boom, boom, bam. Okay, so when you think of or you talk about, or maybe you're designing your lines to operate a certain way, or where's the price action going? The market, the traders who trade a lot are focused up here, okay? This is one of the options. Given the framework that we're straddled along this specific line here of the prior resistance to attempted support, just grinding, okay, this is the big guy. This is the big play up here over this level of resistance, okay? So, and I challenge you guys. I told the VIP last night, and Sean says, okay, I also drew this line here, the number 1. Let me clear this up a little bit outside of the context of the wedge. There we go. A little bit clearer, right? As we would look at this framework, and really we should do this, shouldn't we, guys? We should do 1. We should do 2. And for those of you who know how to trade a fan, if you don't, guys, just pay attention. Get that Murphy book, Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets, guys. Get it. New York Institute of Finance, okay, New York Stock Exchange since 1790. 1790. Wow. Opened up the New York Institute of Finance in 1922. For 100 years, they've been talking about price action. All these patterns and everything else, guys, for 100 old years, they've had the New York Institute of Finance talking about what the heck is going on the screen, okay? So from the Fibonacci's to the framework here, what I want to do is make sure that I have those Fibonacci's. I'm not sure if I hid those. Let me make sure that I have the Fibonacci's. Let me go ahead and hide this. Let me go ahead and hide this. Let me hide this. I want to hide that descending wedge. I want to hide that. We got Angel in the house. Brother, what's going on? Excellent content and message to all. If you're not focused on the market, your goose is cooked. Tremendous nugget value to all who are listening. Hey. Golden nugget, my man. What's up? What's up, Angel? Thank you. Yes, this is as in-depth as I think you guys are going to get. And if you want to skip a chapter or 5 or 10 in the book, listen, okay? You know, you're gonna have to read it eventually, but if you want to skip through like a chapter or 5 or 10 in like a 600-page book and kind of understand what's kind of going on and what the traders right now are thinking, just listen. And I appreciate that, Angel, without a doubt. Angel, my man, brother, what's up? What's up? Let me do that, and boom, bam, there you go, brother. Appreciate that. 2 seconds. Let me get a sip of water. All right, now the notion that we have this specific line number one. All right, number one. Let's take the bear flag off for a moment. Okay. Now, in terms of downside targeting, etc., the bear flag with Fibonacci retracements, etc., I'm all game with measured moves in terms of the move to the downside, repeatable, potentially either from the channel formation of the bear flag or the preceding move down. Guys, we'll cover all that. We'll get there. But in terms of the structured fan that's ongoing, the attempt to reverse to the upside, we can't miss this, guys. Let the other groups miss it. We can't miss this. If this is like a little bit too much or I don't quite understand what's going on, just pay attention. Okay, just pay attention. In terms of and if it's new information for you, I welcome you to the channel, guys. I really do. I really welcome you to the channel. It's nothing you can't figure out. It's a few focus-centered pages in a really strongly put together reference material, period, et cetera, that's used by Wall Street, period. So we use that. And we're not Wall Street, and we want to beat Wall Street, period. So we use the materials of where Wall Street goes to school. The guys who are on the Bitcoin desk, we're trading against them every day, right? Period. We are. So we need to know exactly what the top dogs are looking at, and we try and bring that to you as best we possibly can, guys. Level of resistance, this level one. Okay, I'm going to say this is line number one, and in terms of this, the third line, this is the goal. All right, for the reversal, there should be three lines. We've traded so many of these fans, guys. So many fans within these curl around features here. No one who's trading, and I've said this a few different times because the market in the last 100 days has demonstrated to us several patterns with price action surrounding those patterns, and it has made it impossible to ignore some of the broader context of what's been going on, including, let's say, returns to wedges, okay? Return to a falling wedge that's fallen out to the downside. Return to a rising wedge, like on APE, that is going back to the downside, right? Falling wedge falls out and boom, wants to recover to the upside. Rising wedge shoots out of the top, right? And boom, wants to capitulate back just as APE did, right? So there's between that, the fan is a process that if you haven't been paying attention to it, I say if you've been watching the streams, you guys have been paying enough attention to some of these moves. Boosh, just bam. This, that they've been dramatic moves. So it's nothing that traders right now can ignore. If you're plugged into the technicals, you can't ignore it, right? We are analyzing this in line with and I guess diagnosing and putting forth our strategy, our trade procedure, kind of the calculus in terms of how we're involved, along with the top guys, the top traders in the market right now, period. Because the market is not showing them something it's not showing us. It's showing us exactly what it's showing them, right? So we're going through the same process and procedure in terms of potential for a reversal would be the 1, 2, 3. The 3, and I properly labeled this would be 1, would be 2, and would be 3. All right, and the implications could be really strong, guys. I don't want to waffle on the issue, but it literally is the attempt to reverse. And the fact that it has ground into this line is not necessarily exciting. It's not necessarily exciting. You guys probably know that. In terms of the feature here, we really prefer this. We prefer a nice seat with a level of resistance and boom, quickly and back up to establish a new level. Okay? We prefer this just to be one solid line here. Let's discuss this. Is there a possibility that we're within kind of a hybrid function here between these two? Yes, that could be explored. To the extent, though, that we're on the clear top, I'd say cross-trend line. The attempt is to formulate a cross-trend line, really on any cross-trend line. If you can establish a level of resistance to support, we need the buyers to initiate here. They've got to initiate across any preceding level of resistance, boom, initiating to the upside. That's the idea. Using a previous level of resistance to support, bam, right? And then we conquer the next level of resistance. Right, so the fact that we're stuck along this line is not really exciting to me. I got to tell you guys that as I look at this, it's something, and I don't like to go between the candle wicks and the lines and to hunt around. It's just it's being required of us right now. Period. It is being required of us right now. So to the extent that on the daily we still recognize we had this level of, we had this nice level of support. It's been breached. Yes, the market's looking though and being forced to look at the candle wicks in terms of, okay, yes, but we have these lower levels, lower time frames, etc. So 2022, check a candle wicks, period. We do know as a fact right now, this is the technical reversal we're looking for, period. Let's put this into context, okay? That is the gateway to higher prices, period. Okay. Now, within the function of the people who want to know, well, is it going to go up? Is it going to go, is it going to go up or down? We don't ask that question, guys. We know we're along a level of prior resistance right here, period. We're trying to confirm it as support, right? The next hurdle is up through this next line. When you trade a fan, when you know the requirements for it, and guys, look it up in John J. Murphy. Look it up real quickly. It's in there, right? Looking at this procedure, right, we're just needing to confirm along prior resistance as support. Boom, next threshold level is going to be up and above 3. That is a reversal pattern, okay? And yes, I'm going to say it's hybrid to the extent that we also have the bear flag, okay? We just also have the bear flag. It's just we have a bear flag in the context of still having a much lower level, in terms of the complication, the much lower level of support. So, yes, this is an active line here. What we really don't want to do, and I'll just tell you guys, as you have looked at some of these reversals, and if I flip this, you guys can see just a little bit here, in terms of the reversal framework, right? I mean, you've seen so many of these that we've traded. It's like this is either going to take and boom, back to this level of support if we were trying to reverse to the downside. Right? We traded these guys. We traded enough of them, right? We've seen so much of this on BTC that it's either going to fly back here, all right, and you just need to have I'd say you need to have the function, your protocol A, your protocol B, and your protocol C. Protocol A is it moves exactly in the direction you want to. Protocol B is, well, it's going to move in or at least A and B. B is it's going to move in a different direction than I want it to. And C actually it'll be a complete surprise, right? It could be, maybe that'd be the best thing. It's going to go, we would say protocol A would be down to a target here, right? It would fail the fan. 3 is or let's say that'd be A. 2 would be, 3 would be, plan B. Okay, it's going to go. However you want to structure these out, guys, just have your plan A, plan B, and plan C. Just expect the absolute unexpected, right? If we can get to 3, great. If you trade, what I would say in terms of that, to clear up that framework, do you have a long position to take advantage of this at all, right? Do you have orders at lower levels to take advantage of this at all, right? Now, that would be very simplistic in terms of ability to accumulate at a lower level, which we could achieve, right? But some exposure to this move would be indicated, right? It is in the context of a fan. It is something that we would like to, clearly see indicated. We've traded so many of these over the preceding 100 days. It's like been Bitcoin boot camp, right? For everybody in the market, including the brand new desks at JP Morgan or BlackRock or wherever they're trading, right? So everybody is experiencing these same dynamics as we are. And there we go. Nice. Angel, shout out to Jubal. Nice saying, Angel saying, Jubal Skaggs, pardon, did not see your previous comment. Hello. Nice to see that. I'm not sure that Jubal has had the chance or the pleasure to. Let me see what we got. Let's see. Let me see. Let me get to a comment here on the side. And Angel is currently shouting out to you in the chats. And let me make sure that he gets that in the back. I'm sure he's right here on the stream, but just to make sure he gets in the back. He's been looking at some other stuff. We tried to load up a book map web, some other stuff we were looking at in terms of overall orders and everything, looking into that context. So, not sure what he's posting me some DMs in the back. So, Angel, appreciate that. Very nice. Cordial, love you. Looking at the 1, 2, 3. It just is what it is. I'm going to bring this up because I want you guys to see this, and I want you just to be able to reference this without a doubt in your trading. Okay, I'm going to show you the technical pattern that we're trying to establish. First of all, look at this. Okay, first of all, look at this. This, of course, is the flag. Period. Okay, it is the flag. Let's look at this in the context of, and just to show you guys, just so we can discuss this, in the context of the let me get into a parallel channel here. Where's our parallel channel? It's going to be on underneath the trend tool. Looking at this framework, okay, this would be without the fan potential for the fan reversal. Okay, this specific flag formation is right what you see right here. That's the expectation of a bear flag. Boom, you guys see it. I've inverted the Bitcoin chart. That's the expectation of what we're looking at. So within the context of that, looking instead at a potential reversal, okay, I want to bring up the potential for a reversal, 1, 2, 3, and I want to show you guys exactly what the pattern is. Let's look up fan. Let me look up fan, and then we're going to go through some details on BTC and show exactly what it's been doing recently. You see the fan with a resistance to a support, boom. With the resistance to a support, boom. Well, 1, 2, 3, wham. Now, looking at that, we're going to need to get from the 1, the 2 to the 3, period. We just are, right? It is a reversal process that is in the process of attempting to counteract. I'm going to say attempting to counteract because we're on this line. We've been there for 3 weeks, right? It would have been nice to get a bam, straight up and over, right? A nice hit on preceding resistance, straight up and over to conform to this notion of the fan. And this is all copyright New York Institute of Finance. It's all over the internet. Murphy, etc. You guys make sure you buy your copy. You guys get that, etc. I think that they and Elliott Wave have all their stuff all over the internet. So we give them copyright credit without a doubt. And I always make sure you guys buy the book, buy it. Looking at you see the framework here. Looking at the resistance to support, bam. Okay, the resistance here to support, bam. You see that, right? Then we have another level of resistance conquered out up and above to support, bam, right? We have that next level, resistance to support, bam. We need to traject up and over, right? This will be from the 2 to 3, okay? From the 2 to 3. From that 2 to 3, we need to traject up and over. So buyers are engaged, buyers have failed, okay? I'm telling you guys, NASDAQ looks almost not a carbon copy, but it's real close as well on NASDAQ. It's got a similar formation that's ongoing. And the buyers who are looking at it saying, so all we need to do is get it up here, huh? Oh, okay, good. With the Fed, cut its balance sheet and everything else going on, it's like, oh, okay, great. All we need to do is achieve, and it's not a lot. Technically, if we could get up and over, guys, we're currently at 38,575. If buyers can push up through 57, or 57, but great, 45,700, pardon, 45,700. Technically indicated. And I'll put a indication marker here so that we know of that essentially in terms of the framework and our target. It is our target. Now, to the extent that it can be accomplished or not, that is the reversal target. Okay? You got to have the plan B, guys. You got to have the plan, that other plan in the book to say, well, that'd be great to experience price to the upside and complete that fan. We do also understand that we went through in terms of that flag formation is still there with the complication underlying. So this is not just a talk into the, just a complete discussion into, hypotheticals. It's not, that's not what we're about, right? We're not just talking about, well, maybe if, well, maybe then, right? We're definitely looking at things like RSI, MACD. We're looking at the indicators. Technically, when you receive a confirmation amongst all the time frames, confirmation amongst the between the time frames, between your indicators, etc. It should, I'd say, provide some more direction than just a hypothetical. What if we decided to go to the golden pocket, right? Or if we decided to cover, I'd say, or to engage in price at the 50% retracement. And the bottom line is, even with the best of indicators, even with the best guys in terms of a pattern breakout, etc., with the level of, I just say the level of contradiction that we've seen on the different time frames, from the lines to the candle, etc., the market is forcing you to have a second, a second backup framework for your trades. It just is. The market is making sure you have a backup framework for your trading. Without a doubt, if you're unidirectional on it, guys, it just hasn't been. I know it hasn't been your day or your week. maybe your day, but it probably hadn't been your week, definitely not your month if you're just unidirectional on it. So within the context here of, just to update you, yes, this would be the reversal play. This is the bullish target. Okay, I'll just say that, the bullish target. Okay, and looking at this, boom, we'll just make that green up top, the bullish target. Now, the bears would engage where, guys? The bears would engage at Fibonacci's there and below. Very easy, right? The 50%, we have that, right? We have that 50% marked out, 34,500 in terms of that. Looking at the what do we say? Looking at the golden pocket below, we have those lined out, 26,304, 24,000, etc. There's nothing that should come as a surprise now. We have the opportunity to move up. We're in this doldrum. We are in this doldrum of the 100-day sideways, right, trading, what do we say, just trading, what do you want to call this, guys? Opportunity of 2022. Amidst this, we've had some great, sweet trades, guys. You guys know this. Looking at like APE, for instance, has done very well. GMT has done extremely well. Looking for GMT to kick back to the upside. Congratulations to Sean, who definitely did well yesterday in terms of bringing up the possibility for some Fibonacci's on GMT. We're seeing an increased utility for shorts. Yeah, shorts in the house, guys. Looking at now, wouldn't this be amazing? We'll just say, wouldn't this be amazing? I'm going to bring this up at the tail end of APE. Listen up, guys. Listen up. In terms of the potential for the support here, or the resistance, the rising wedge. What just took off like gangbusters out of this pattern? APE, guys. APE literally just went nuts out of this pattern. Now, I'm not gonna call that just like, well, you know, we always are prepared. I'm gonna say this: we always are prepared for price action up and above this line of resistance. Right now, APE is a phenomenon. It has been something else, guys. In terms of looking at this, APE has just look at the pattern. You guys see that pattern, and that was a 40% rocket to the upside. Right, caught wind up in this zone, and boom, decided to set sail. Boom, nice move to the upside. You see the rising wedge feature that APE just really knocked it out of the park with. You see GMT? Now it's going to take some, guys, GMT is going to have to get busy. I'm going to tell you, because APE, you know, we kind of expect, okay, board APE Yacht Club, craziness, anything could happen. Give it a namesake, give it 50%. So let it go up 60% today, right? Maybe the guys at the exchange. But looking at that, you know, it's very interesting. You guys see that. Can it perform as well as APE did? It would be phenomenal were it to be able to do that, guys. It would be phenomenal. APE currently on Fib. We do from the preceding breakout to the high here. And we would do potentially the candle wicks. We have quite a blow off top here. To the extent that we're up to the candle wicks, we have just hit down into the golden pocket, right? Very common approach for us. Preceding breakout, initiate targets, bam, to the candle wick, bam, down to the golden pocket. That's been your pickup here in terms of APE. So I don't know. Would love to see GMT roll like that. That'd be incredible. But you normally just don't see that, guys. Like, you normally don't see a rising wedge as this big of an opportunity just to take off and just lay waste to your trade game. Just very exciting in terms of that. Looking at DOGE a little bit. What will Elon do with DOGE? We're going to have to see in 2022. I think it's going to be an interesting question, guys. He's got Twitter. What's up? Very cool. Very cool to see that. Exciting about that. And Angel, I appreciate you being with us today. I know that you got a lot of family going on, a lot of different things cooking. Hopefully get that L Bank set up. Get you on some futures. Get that. I think Gate is doing what Gate's going to do. So, yeah, I look forward to talking with you about your success on L Bank soon. I hope that goes really well in terms of your looking at L Bank. So looking at this framework here, you guys know on Doge we're at that golden pocket again, and just down a little bit into that 786. Nothing immediately concerning about that specific move, right? In terms of Luna, had some downward price action, and I was thinking about you, Angels. Like, I know Angel's not worried. He's got orders at lower levels, without a doubt. And as we look at this, just nice to see, you know, those orders engaged there again at the golden pocket. A lot of these coins are on a golden pocket. Luna is currently at the golden pocket. Now, let's dig into BTC and see if we get a little bit more direction in terms of where things are going. We've been 3 weeks on this line. So it's just is it time to really get rid of this line? Unfortunately, we failed this breakout. You guys know that. We had just done this. I brought this up, and not that you expect every pattern to repeat, but BTC, for those guys who paid attention to the stream last time, right? Last night, I discussed the fact that, I don't know what you guys, think or if you traded, but most recently we had a channel such as this where BTC had broken out. This is the second time BTC has broken out, faked out, and bam, just caved in on the buyers. I'm going to tell you guys, it's been a big deal if you've been overexposed. It's been somewhat of an aggressive market, right? We'd say just somewhat of an aggressive market. Looking at this, let's do this line of resistance here, and then this level of support here. The way that we've learned to trade wedges over the past 100 days, I'm going to say over the past 100 days, because it's unique to BTC. It's been unique to the community, right? I'd say the trading community, in terms of how we've been kind of led along the process of learning how to trade wedges right now. How are they behaving right now? If you've been trading wedges right now, okay, I promise you this. If you've been trading wedges right now, we have A, okay? Yes, we have A. We're going to make this real big because you guys need to know, if you don't trade, what you're looking at. Let's do a, maybe do orange if we can see orange. Okay, we have A. I can kind of see it. Why don't I just do white? In terms of this is what wedges have done to the traders recently. Let's look on our target. Let's see if we're close at all. What does it want to do? Did it get to our target? Yes. Way to go, VIP. Yes, you got to the target. Congratulations. That's good, guys. Good. Congratulations. I'm going to flip that to the back real quickly. Yes, you reached the target. I'm excited, guys, because I brought the target to the VIP down in this zone. We were capitulating down below. I brought them this target in the back. This would be the target for completion to the upside down in this area, guys. When we're heading down this way, I'm like, we're going back up here. All right, so definitely with a huge risk assessment. I want to let you guys know that when we're on futures, I tell people this is a 20 out of 10. On a scale of 0 to 10, this was a 25. I'm going to say that to you guys since you're on futures, period. Don't be overexposed. But yes, we reached our target. Way to go, VIP. Boom. I'm going to put this. Yes. Way to go, VIP. We reached our target. I got to put this in the back. We reached our target. Boom. This is a big deal, guys. Anytime we reach a target, I'm really excited. Yes. Okay, very nice. Now, in terms of the maximization of the move to the target, this is what's good. It's a 1.6% potential overall target achieved. Boom. If you guys are not in VIP yet, I want you guys to join, and that's the bottom line. 1.6% overall max achieved, and you guys can figure out how do you want to trade that. 125x. I'm going to put 125x question mark. I don't know if you guys did, if you scaled into them. Whew, I don't know, guys. Some big guy talk there. If you scaled into 125x on a target play, whoa, nice, huh? That'd be nice. You guys, you decide to scale into 125x, huh? Going for your target. That'd be one way to trade, huh? Man, looks like people took right at that target. Congratulations to all the VIP who traded. Congratulations to everybody who got that target in the back. If you're not VIP in 2022, you need to avail yourself to the group. It's important. I'm going to tell you guys, it's very important. Looking at the framework here, let me get back to the side screen. Now, what am I looking for here? There we go. And that's just exciting, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. That's VIP in the house. Very, very nice to see that. And I was busy getting information to VIP. I should have been trading. Maybe next time I'll be trading as well. And I've been trying to be increasingly focused. As you guys know, that I've been trying to be increasingly focused on the dynamics of my trading. The more that I'm focused, the better trade game that I bring to the game. And it's just, I've wanted to be increasingly focused there. So I'm just excited about this. It's that's another feather in the cap for VIP in the last 24 hours. We'll talk about and I was just about to discuss this falling wedge feature here, right? The falling wedge feature in terms of what we're going to look at, the falling wedge. I was discussing, if you trade falling wedges, you're prepared for what, guys? You're prepared for this specific move to the downside, okay? Specific move to the downside. And let's say this B category. Without a doubt, guys, you're prepared for, and we're going to call this B up here. We're going to call this C right here. Shout out, huh? You guys got that target? What's up? Huh? Yo, what's up? Way to go, VIP. Boom, huh? Money in the bank, huh? Money in the bank. What's up? Who's trading, huh? I got to know who's trading. I give targets. Who's trading? Who's trading? Who hit the 125x? Man, we hit the one on APE, right? Yesterday I give VIP a target on APE. Boom, right? Bam. I know Freddie, he hit one. That's nice, Freddie. I appreciate that. I'd like to know you guys are making some cash, man. I give you guys targets. That's two for two. Huh? 2 for 2 in 24 hours. That's a good thing, guys. Good thing. So in terms of this, let me talk about the descending wedge. Let's go through the fib wedge. Let's draw this sucker up here. Let's get up into this Fibonacci wedge to discuss what the traders are prepared for who are trading in the market. Okay, right now, what are the traders prepared for who are trading the descending wedge? That's just awesome, guys. I'm excited to bring you guys targets to play out. Boom. Crucial. And when it moves away from that target, I look at it, I'm like, well, that's just more opportunity. That's just that's exactly what I say. That's just more opportunity. But I can't hit the button for you guys. I can't do that, guys. You know that I cannot hit the button for you. I mean, I guess I technically could. Let's see, Angel, are you trading? I got to say, are you trading? My man, my best friend in the market, just in and out of the market. Just we share that common bond of loving the market. It's like, I don't know. I met my match somehow. I'm like, dang, this guy likes the market. So anyway, he's a cool guy. I really appreciate him. He's just a cool dude. We get along well. We got the same mentality quite a bit, just in terms of take no prisoners. We got to get this market right. It's funny. So the falling wedge here. What are we looking at, guys? What are we looking at? We're right here. Boom. Right. We are perfectly. I'm going to do this just to do this. I'm going to say we're prepared, almost preferring. If you are trading over the last 200 days, 100 days, 2 days, or 1 day, you almost, guys, within that context, because the target we just hit to the upside, right? Or recoup, boom, right? You want this to fall out. I'm going to tell you guys, you don't need it to fall out, but you almost need it to fall out. You guys know that? In terms of this wedge formation here, the downward sloping wedge, the preference of the trader right now, honestly, to really maintain, I'd say, advantage over the market. Now, it could. You guys know. Don't be overexposed. You guys know this. It could. I mean, B could turn into this, guys. B could look like that right now. B could wind up down here. This could be the biggest play on the traders all year long, right? B could fall way down to here, right? So it could wipe out any long position on leverage you decide to go with. I'm telling you guys, and the ones who've traded, you know, like yesterday on APE, you guys know APE, I started off the stream, I'm like, shorts. That was it, guys. We were up 40%. I'm like, okay, fine. It's using, and I had done a quick draw, and I was like, yeah, can't you do anything other than, and I finally went to the extensions, etc., found exactly the perfect targeting framework for you guys to utilize. If you didn't watch the stream yesterday, guys, and I'd try and get through the entirety of the stream if I were you. Please get through the whole stream. It may not be wonderfully entertaining the whole time. Try and get through the entirety of that stream. I want that in your toolkit, guys. That's Class A kind of stuff, guys. That's top notch. I don't just say that, guys. I do not just say that. That is first class kind of stuff in terms of the approach that you're left with once you watch the entirety of the stream. It's a great conclusion. Don't just listen for the conclusion. Watch the diagnostics that need to occur. Watch the difficulties that present themselves on the fly, et cetera, et cetera. Watch how long it may take you to prepare something like that in the future. Maybe it takes you 2 hours to prepare. Go through the thought process in terms of how you would prepare shorts on something that went down like 20%. Yeah, it's the same thing as catching something to the upside, guys. So I gotta make that 2x on that next trade, man. Just pay attention to it. Watch it, guys. I just encourage you guys to watch that. I would, if I hadn't made it, I would watch it. Okay, I'm just telling you guys the honest truth. I really would. I would feel unfortunate, or I would feel bad if I wanted to learn to trade and I really wanted some information like that and I couldn't find it. I'm telling you guys, so it's in there from yesterday's stream. Okay, you don't hear that all the time from me, right? So, in terms of the trajectory here, B down here, move below the wedge, man, it would be like a dream. Wouldn't it be nice? We'd love to see it. We would honestly if you've been trading wedges, if you've been trading them, we would love to see them move down. We'd love to. We just traded one today. Period. We just reached a target with the recoup move to the upside after the failure of the wedge. We would love to see this to the downside. Opportunity zone. Period, right? You guys know this. In terms of the move to the upside, that's fine. No problem with that. But we've gotten kind of keen on these moves from the downside. We just have, guys. If you've traded quite a bit, you've gotten keen, right, in terms of taking advantage of and trading these recoup moves to the upside. Yeah. Big time, guys. Big time. So, looking at the framework, trying to see if there's any specific advanced diagnostic I want to apply to this real quickly. Anything advanced I want to apply to this real quickly. I might want to do something along the lines of this. I might want to do something along the lines of that. In terms of an upside to the downside, back to the upside, I may want to measure on a Fibonacci extension basis what are the levels below a potential contact on an extension basis given this preceding move down, the move up, and then this move back to the downside. So what I will say is this. Where are we at? We're going high, low, high. High, low, back to high, which is giving me the low. We're crawling along the 50% golden pocket below. Let me see how that lays over real quick. This is a little bit advanced, guys. This is a little bit, if you're not fully plugged into the power of your extensions, just understand, guys, it's a little bit, it's not off, but as you would look at potentially setting your extensions below, what you're doing is expanding the role of this move here, period, which we already have delineated with the specific fan, right? So I would want to see the repeat function of this move to the downside given the specific move, given this essentially move to the upside. How much of this is going to be repeated from this move, okay? It's going to tell you literally your extensions so that you understand the extensions, guys. I want you to understand what the extension is. What is it giving you? It's giving you right now the percentage that's being repeated of this move here from that move right there, from that point right there, okay? So I'm initiating extension, click 1, click 2, that identifies this move, right? Then I want to see, based on a return to this level right here, okay? Based upon a return to that level, what percentage of this move here, please pay attention, what percentage of this move here is going to repeat from this move here, okay? Now, people who are familiar with me or who have done any kind of alpha training know that I talk about derivative gain analysis. Derivative gain, G-A-I-N. All right, what does that mean, guys? It means the percentage that you're going to repeat, or essentially it's going to be taking measured moves, right? A measured move, a derivative gain, right? You're going to take a preceding level, a preceding gain, a measured move, right? We're going to take, let's say this. I want to take the preceding bull flag, right? I want to take the preceding bull flag, and there we go. I want that to repeat. Boom, right? Preceding bull flag, boom. I want it to repeat. Boom, okay? So, yes, your percentage that the preceding move is going to repeat becomes very relevant. The 100%, bam, right here, which is just the carry down of the entirety of that preceding move to that, I'd say the set point of the intermittent high on the extension. You see, just that repeated, right? But therein, we're going to have other levels like the 50% of the preceding move, the golden pocket, the 61/8 to the 65th percent of the preceding move. So I'm looking at that for the purposes of demonstrating to you one of the formulas that can be used, I'd say a primary formula, to be used when looking at entries for the fallout of this wedge, if indeed we can get it, guys. When the screen turns dramatically red, those are some of the best days we have, guys. You know that? When the screen just goes red. It's nice. You guys know this. I mean, you can do well on those days, right? I want to shout out to all the VIP in the back. If you're just tuning in, guys, hit the like button. I appreciate that. Lets me know that you're here. You're real robots. I'm not just talking into the abyss. That's important, guys. I'm going over Highline Technicals, and I appreciate seeing your comments in the chat. Guys, VIP, what's up? And it looks like Jubal has Jubal, man, what's up? It wasn't your fault that the link didn't work. I'm going to put sorry about the link not working. And don't know what happened to that not working. Let's just put that in. I don't want you to feel like that is a personal issue at all. It just didn't work on my computer. I don't know why. I would like to know why that didn't work. I don't know. We have Angel in the house. Boom. Angel, what's up, brother? I want to know if you're trading. What are you trading, brother? I want to know. And what did you want to go over, Miser? What did you, Masterminder? What did you want to go over? You just hit FTM heavy. Good. I ain't ready yet, Coach. What do we got here? Well, I sent you email. I'll check on that email. Let me check on that email without a doubt, and I will 100% on that. Let me see what else I got. Laser eyes. I'm a student of the game, Coach. Always with laser eyes. I'm on a new PC dual 3070s and 5 months, 5 monitors. Cool. Only 5, man. Go with the 15 spread. Do something impressive. Do something impressive. So B would be awesome, guys. Would just be awesome. You know where we'd ultimately like to go if we're going to maintain this fan, right? The bottom line is you're going to have to watch the market, right? You get to watch the market. We get to play it minute by minute, right? I'll put something up and look at this. It can happen tomorrow. And in 10 seconds, we could have a change in the market. You guys know that. You know, we'd like to trade. If you guys tell me, well, we could hit the golden pocket tomorrow, I'll be watching, man. Could it happen? If you tell me it's going to hit the golden pocket tomorrow, right? That Bitcoin's going to hit the 26,300 tomorrow. Oh, is it? You know, I mean, do you guys know if somebody's going to hugely liquidate in the market? If you have access to that kind of information, you could get us in trouble. So don't tell me that stuff, okay? If that's your opinion and you really want it to happen, that's cool. I'm not going to take anybody at face value and just be like, well, I traded on that. That's not who we are, guys. You know that. We're VIP. We're ready to take a target at just a moment's notice, right? Just a moment's notice. We're ready to take that target, right? Without a doubt. Exciting that you guys hit this target today. Post that in the back. Exciting that you hit that APE target that I posted. And I'll continue to do that, guys, for the guys in the back. I'll continue to come up with targets, etc. And just understand, guys, sometimes targets won't get hit. You know that. So we'll try and operate within the maximum level of possibility, guys. But it's just the inevitable is that 10%, right? If it's a 90% chance, the inevitable is that 10%. Without a doubt, guys. Looking at the framework, I think that Masterminder wanted me to go through, what did you say, ton coin? What is ton coin? T-O-N? What is ton? Hold on. What do you got here? Just picked up FTM. That's good. Good FTM. Ton coin. What is ton coin? What is this, Masterminder? Ton coin? I'm willing to do it. I need some direction here. What are you looking at on ton coin? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it because you're involved. TON USDT. Is it going to just pop up here? TON USDT. I'm going to go to the gate chart. Ton USDT. Whoa. What are you doing with this thing? What have you been doing? What is this? 40%? This does look like something you'd like to trade. Congratulations. Very, very nicely done. I almost really like it. Let me see if I really like it on candles. Yeah, I really like it. Congratulations. I wouldn't recommend any real amount of cash be put into this coin. But what do I say? I don't know enough about it, guys. I haven't researched ton coin. I just like the volatility. Anything that looks like this, and you know this, anything that starts to look like that, I love that. I'll trade that all day long. That's nice. Just set your orders and have a good time. Let's look at this in terms of the moves to the upside. 100%. 24 days. Hold on. When's the last preceding move here? Hold on. Time between 23 days. I don't know about that. I got to tell you, I'm not sure about that. Let's look at the daily real quickly on ton coin. Let's see what we got going on. Because we do have a bullish expression, don't we? We got a bullish expression, so you better hold that line. Yeah? You're excited about that, aren't you? You want that to go, huh? Without that additional hit on the daily, and you understand the complications to the larger framework of the bullish pattern, right? So it could just fly, couldn't it? it would be a nice move to the upside. Let's just go ahead and measure it. What is this here? Those are preceding. Okay. I want to make sure. Let's just look at the overall framework. Man, the chart almost reminds of Near. Near was nice, huh? Near was parked in one of these, decided to fly up like 70%. You're right at support. You want to go up 192%? Man, that's okay. Are you sure you want to do that on Toncoin? Because you could do that on a few trades on BTC, right? You can hit a few trades on BTC with 125x, and you don't have to sit there and look at Toncoin unless you want to look at Toncoin, Ton Community. I don't know what Toncoin is. What are you doing, Master Miner? I have no idea. I'm a fan of it because Miner likes it. That's it. Good job, Miner. I like it. Let's go Toncoin. I don't mind the technicals, to tell you the truth. So to that extent, I will say I don't mind the technicals. They're just not bad. They're really not bad. Preceding move here. Let's see what we got. You better be prepared for lower prices. Always. In the interim here, I would go to the candle wick. I'd go up and out and over and say that you've already hit that 86 twice. Boom, boom. Again, 86 was the key right here recently. Just nice hit there. Nice hit there. About a 60+% from that 86. I'd also be prepared to play that specific breakout from the preceding breakout here. Okay, I'd be prepared to play that ground zero at the breakout of the initiation as a target level if you really feel like you need to trade this. Okay, if you really feel like you need to trade that. Okay, not that you have to or not, but it's something to discuss. I don't mind. I do not mind, guys, in terms of opening up my framework to additional coins that may be indicated in terms of the market that need to be discussed. I just don't mind that. Right, I like to have a good handle on the entirety of the market. That's important to me. So there you go. In terms of that, I just wanted to let you know that I did that for Master Miner Ton. There you go. There you are, Miner. And so we went through some really crucial technicals on BTC. This was our target from the back. Boom. Okay, brought to VIP in the back during this pour down session here. Okay, so yes, we're re-achieving target. Very nice to see. If you guys are not VIP, you guys are missing out. I gave it a scale of return, the risk, 7 out of 10. Why? Because you're on futures, period. Because you're on futures. You guys take 125x, man, you're not going to hear, there's no risk on this one. Oh, yeah, sure. Huh? No, you're going to hear the risk. You're going to continue to see it delivered to you from me. I'll bring you a target like on APE last night or this here. Bam, in the back. I'm talking about the back, guys. In the back. There's Jabal. What's up, Jabal? How you doing? How you doing, Jabal? New VIP joined last night just in no time. He decided. But when I deliver a target like the VIP in the back, I'll deliver a target, and it comes with some risk. I just want you to know, like, putting – $250K down out of my $500,000 account. I'm putting $250K at 125x. No, guys. That ain't the way the cookie crumbles, guys. That ain't gonna happen around here. Not at all. Not at all. I'll give you a target. I want you to respect the risk, without a doubt. You need to respect the risk. Doesn't mean you don't need to trade. I'll give you the upside target. We hit the target, good. Boom. But just understand, I don't want you guys to get hurt financially. The market can do what the market wants to do, and a lot of times that means to not accommodate what you want to occur. We try and be as technically accurate in the back as often as we can, right? And we have a good degree of success on that, guys. We really do. I'm excited for 2022 that we have a great team in the back, guys. Very excited to see that, and hope you guys are doing well this Friday. Shout out to me in the chat. Do something, guys. Let me know what's going on. Angel looks like he's in the backdrop now. Not sure what Angel maybe ran off to go. Hopefully he's having fun with the family. Appreciate that if he is. Jabal showed up, then he took off. So I guess everybody, Jabal didn't, his link didn't work. That's not your fault, Jabal. That's okay. I was trying to make that link work so we could go over, but it didn't work on the deal. So we're looking at some advanced order book procedures, etc. that kind of in the mix here with the fallout of this specific wedge. Mind yourself of this. As we look at this specific falling wedge, recoup into the wedge, right? Go to the 4-hourly. On that 4-hourly, we're in a much larger wedge, descending wedge. I wouldn't mind at all to fall out of this wedge, to have an opportunity to try and trade back up into that wedge. Could be a big trade, guys. Could be a big trade. Look at this. That could be like that could be a big move by Bitcoin. So to the extent that we would, fulfill expectations and operate to the upside, that'd be fine as well. We're on the macro wedge now, right? And within that macro wedge structure, we have a larger macro wedge structure. If you didn't hear at the beginning of the stream talking about the specific fan formation that we're in, hey Angel, what's up? If you didn't hear about that specific wedge formation, you gotta pay attention. Angel, I'm just talking about the opportunity if BTC, if we can fall back in out of this, if we can fall out of this wedge, boom. Traders would love it to trade that recoup, right? This is on the 4-hourly macro here. Look at the 5-minute. And Angel, we hit our target. We did come back up and hit the target on this 5-minute scale. Descending wedge, fall out, recoup. So we'd love that on the larger time frame. We would love that. And I'm excited. I delivered this specific target to VIP earlier today. And you see, boom, we hit it. Now, I delivered it to them, just to update you, Angel. I delivered it to them while we were pouring down here, saying, hey, check it out. Now, it's complicated by the fact it was nearly a descending triangle, especially on the candle wicks. So and I gave it a rating of 7 out of 10 in terms of risk. I just did. Rarely, I'll tell you guys, rarely on a futures will I give you anything lower than like a 5 out of 10. Just so you know, this was a 7 out of 10 that I gave you guys. I may talk you guys completely out of it just so that you understand. I don't want you guys losing a lot of money in futures, because you can gut the garage on it. You can gut the garage, right? The garage is empty. I don't want that to happen, guys. Ain't going to happen here. You guys make sure you know what you're doing, and you may subtract a little bit sometimes from my risk warnings, okay? But I'm on the record saying, hey, you got a 7 out of 10, a 5 out of 10. You ain't gonna have like risk-free zone. I may get into a situation where I say high probability trade, alerts going off and stuff like that. But as we see a recoup here, we've seen these go much lower as well. But nice recoup here. And in terms of that 4-hourly, we just wouldn't mind if Bitcoin wanted to fall out of this, Angel, right? We wouldn't mind. If this wants to fall out to here, give us a trade opportunity to recoup. We'd love that. We've traded so many of these over the preceding 100 days. It'd just be like normal. Let it go down here. Let everybody freak out. Let them freak out at 34,000. What is this? 34,000. But let's hit the 50% again. That'd be beautiful. While people are going to be freaking out, we're going to be trading. I guarantee you. I promise you guys, we're going to be trading. And looking at that in 2022, we're expecting good things for crypto, guys. I'm expecting good things for crypto, right? In terms of the entirety of the macro formation that we're in here, let me just reframe this. I believe I can bring that up from the object tree. Let's take a look at that. And Angel, thanks for checking back in. I'm happy that you're back here. That's cool. We get to chill out. See a fib wedge. Is that not the fib wedge we want to do? Where's a fib wedge? Fib wedge. No, fib retracement. That's the retracements hitting targets today. Just laying them out, hitting targets, easy stuff. Let me see what we got here. Fib wedge. I got to draw a new fib wedge. Hey, there we go. Fib wedge, Fibonacci wedge. I draw that instead of the descending wedge. I draw that. Yeah, she's practicing drama in the house. Eden, yeah. We love Eden Rain. She's VIP, youngest VIP in history. We gotta say Eden Rain. Boom. She's a superstar, without a doubt. Just total superstar, guy. Okay, so looking at the entirety of the framework here, we got a while, huh? This is a big wedge. If we want to play this wedge out, no problem. We have a level of support, beautifully demonstrated, no problem, right? We have a level of resistance demonstrated, right? And it doesn't go without saying. We have to have the level of complexity and understanding in the market that we're able to trade competent patterns, right? We have to be able to trade multiple patterns at the same time and be able to conduct some sort of a variable analysis on our own, somewhat of a hypothetical if then, if not then, right? We have to be able to do some of that as we're in another fractal, looking at the potential for the reversal. But just mind yourself. You see this wedge that we're talking about on that lower time frame in here, right? There we go. You see that wedge in there, right? So you see that fractal of the wedge within the wedge. BTC has continually done this to us over the preceding 100 days, especially the last few weeks. It's just been on, guys. In terms of this, you have to be able to, I'd say, make some assumptions, right? Make some conclusions and make some and execute your trades, right? And it's going to be more difficult when your trades, when you're all in, it's going to be extremely difficult. It's going to be very uncomfortable. All right? It's going to be very uncomfortable. We're looking for bulls to complete out, up, and over this third line, top line of the fan. You guys have to be able to see through that. What is the fan? You have to be able to see that fan, line 1, 2, 3, the reversal. The 1, 2, 3. You have to be able to see that. The 1, 2, 3, right? The 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Reversal pattern. Operating within the descending wedge. Yes. You have to be able to see that through. Okay? In terms of the potential for that, you also have to be able to see and operate, okay, on the bear flag. I invert. I go through this channel tool. And you have to be able to see, right, the structure of the price action here. And somehow you have to understand your role in the market is not to operate unidirectionally. You can't be a one-track mind and succeed in the market. You can't do it. You've got to be able to balance the parameters, the complications in the market. Somehow they have to be your friend, right? You know, you have to look at the next pattern like, well, this is the bear flag. Okay, if it were to traject to the upside, I mean, I have this complication because we're also in this wedge. Like, man, that's just too much to absorb. I can't do it. You say, well, what can I get good from that wedge? Well, from the wedge, I could get this top line of resistance, right? So really the structure of the framework of that wedge, or if I want to flip this back around the regular way, really the structure of this wedge really reinforces a line of anticipated support that we would have falling out from that wedge, right? So really that's a help for you. It's not a complication. It's an assistive help for you. It's not too much going on. The pattern framework actually is each pattern, additional pattern is assistive to the regard that you allow it to be, right? As I would look at the fan, the internal fan is more of a goal, right? We want that goal to occur. But as you look at this, we're going to say, okay, that would be a goal, but you know, how does the fan really help? Well, can we break out of this already bullish pattern to the upside? Can we get up over that third level here? What is the importance of us getting over that third line here from the 1, 2, 3? Technically speaking, that's a reversal. So that's a big deal. Not just that we're in a descending wedge, but that we have the assistance of the fan as well with this 1, 2, 3 punch. That yes, not is it just a descending wedge, but now we have the understanding that we're in the process of a reversal, right? So it puts context, it puts meat on the bones of dinner time, right? It literally lets us know what's going on. It's assistive to the extent that we have a further understanding of the framework of the price action, of what's being completed, of what patterns are crucially important here. And you would say, well, you know, okay, that's fine. So the fan is there, so we just have to get over the third. Well, no, you're also in the descending wedge, right? So that descending wedge again, yes, okay. So that's going to operate as a level of resistance, okay, to completing this specified reversal, right? So you have to understand these things in terms of the context. When you trade at the lower time frames, when you're executing multiple trades, when you're able to trade at the lower time frames, quicker pace, futures trading, when you're able to do that, guys, that's when you start to see that the price action, yes, this is going to take a longer time to achieve, but it's within the element of being, I'd say, capturable. You will quickly devise, I'd say there will be elements very quickly where you'll want to develop kind of your capture approach, your what is the capturable advantage, right, to you? How do you plan to profit from this, right? Like, are you in a position, have you been in a position looking at this specific previous level of resistance here that we've been on for 3 weeks? That level of resistance, just looking at this, guys. Let's take away this big wedge here. Let's hide that for a minute. All right, let's hide this wedge as well. Okay, technically a bullish pattern, but we've been stuck upon this. Let's look at this, right? Look at the framework here. right? We have been literally just hammered along this line for 3 weeks now. If you've wondered, like, well, I thought we were going to break out to the upside, I thought it was going to keep going, et cetera, for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Look at this level of resistance, boom. That's a big line, guys. And to put it in context, to understand it's part of a reversal pattern, we need buyers to step in. Prior resistance has to turn into support, boom, to get up and over that third line, that top line of the reversal. It's just technical. And Bitcoin has presented so many of these to us. A few of them have failed. So to the extent that we're looking for opportunity for exposure at this level, that's fine, right? Or if you guys are waiting for your clearly indicated trade, because I'll tell you this much, guys. This line right here, I mean, just to be real honest with you, guys, if you trade a lot, it's been 3 weeks, and it could have trajected up before 3 weeks. What's typical? Typical would be this preceding line of resistance. Bam. Just a wick down is fine. Thank you. 1 day up and out. Not 3 weeks on the line, right? It's like, that's enough. 3 weeks on this line. That's a while, guys. We've had some good trades on GMT. We've had some great trades, 200% plus trades on APE or GMT or BTC. We've been enjoying ourselves trading. But just understand, for the people who are they're on the line. That's it. It's just stuck. That's why we encourage you guys to trade a bit, but so that you understand this can hold or not. And if you trade a lot, guys, this is a difficult line. You guys know it's becoming a difficult line, right? We have some anticipations, or I'd say some expectations within that framework of the falling wedge that it appears to have demonstrated, right? But that wedge on let's look at this, guys. The wedge on if we really max this out on the daily, that wedge is pushed into something that's got a little bit of a mean trajectory to it, all right? We could literally, guys, we could hammer down through here, just so that if you trade a lot, this is no big deal. It's not like, oh, you should have told us. I'm telling you, right? If you trade a lot, this is no big deal, what I'm saying right now. Listen up. Boom. We could traject easily down through this $31,000. It's $31,000. But if you put this on the micro, it's no big deal, right? It's easy stuff. If you put this on the 5-minute time frame, we're like, oh, no. That happened every day. Every single day. You could definitely get into here, and it could traject down to probably about this level, right? If you change the time frame on it, increase your understanding in terms of lower time frames. Those lower time frames demonstrating to you what can happen on the larger time frames. Oh yeah, this thing could easily just pour down, boom, into this level, and then want to try and recoup, right? We see that all the time. Or it could just leave it there, but it makes it simpler, right? When you're experiencing those on the lower time frame, right? So, but yeah, that's becoming a pretty deeply patterned formulated wedge, right? If we flip this, let's invert this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, would you expect price to operate up and above this line of resistance if this were a rising wedge? Sure. Just saw what just happened with APE, right? It can definitely traject up and above this, with probably a return here and after. But you need some pressure to get it up there, right? Just understand the framework of the opportunities that are presented to you. A lot of time it's having a position with the ability to compound into a move against you or for you, and you can discuss therein, and we can discuss it at some point, guys, in terms of having leverage as a positional reinforcement. If something were to move against you, well, you want to knock it out of the ring with some leverage. If it moves against you, right, you get that uppercut ready, right? Where to best place those moves. How many moves would you want placed in the market right now? Do you want 20 orders? You want 20 orders? Man, you're going to stack in 20 orders of leverage around something? You can do these things, guys. You can do these things. I have done these things. You can do them. And so in terms of that, it's not all, okay, where's it moving right now? We hit our target. I'm excited for VIP. Congratulations to VIP. You hit your target on 2 of them today. If you guys disagree with my risk rating, you let me know in the back. I'm going to give you a healthy risk rating. I want you to see it may or may not ever hit there. You get down talked to in terms of the risk rating and everything. I'll give you a 50 out of 10. Max 10, I'll give you a 50 risk rating because you're on leverage, guys. So if you disagree and say, well, it actually, I think this one could be maybe a high probability, you go for it. You let me know in the back. I'm going to give you guys a risky warning on it, on almost everything, okay? That's just me, all right? I don't want you guys selling off the Rolls Royce in the garage, all right? I don't want you emptying out the garage and selling the Rolls Royce. I didn't pay attention. I got too risky, and I went all in on Bitcoin at the top, and I had to sell the Rolls Royce. Oh, man. I know people who have done things like that. True or false? True or false? I'm sure they would debate it. True. Sold the rolls. Sold the rolls. Man, all I know is that Mr. Rolls Royce, from me, true story, guys, sold the rolls. The dude sold the Rolls Royce. All I know, guys, is that dude with the Rolls Royce got from me as dude with the Rolls Royce is saying with everybody, oh man, Bitcoin is rolling up to the upside. It's going up to the upside. It's going to 50 grand. Yeah. Dude for me said, do you know what a rising wedge is in this zone? And we had a few different things going on, right? But I pointed him to a rising wedge because I discussed it the night before. And I also pointed, dude, he's not a dude. He's whoever he is, he's a character. He is quite a character. I appreciate those characters in my life. It makes my life interesting. Though we're also at a level of resistance across the top. Right when old Rolls in the garage decides to hammer in up here. Ouch, guys. The Rolls Royce is gone. The Rolls Royce is gone. And I mean it, sold. Sayonara, hasta luego. There's nothing in the garage. Right? There's a bad replacement for that Rolls Royce. I don't want that to happen to you guys. So you're going to get my risk warning. All right? You got those old collectibles. I want you to keep them. I want you to enjoy your life. We'll find opportunity when opportunity knocks in terms of the market. Well, we ain't going to be the group that gets rid of the Rolls. I'm going to let him know, hey, resistance, while he's listening to the, fly me to the moon kind of stuff, that kind of TA, like trash TA, huh? Just never overexpose at a higher price. You don't want to sell that Rolls, guys. I don't want you selling that Rolls. Whoo, big time deal there, huh? That's some 2022 gripping you, huh? Like a pit bull, huh? Whew, man, true story. True story. And then that's not why I sold the Rolls Royce. That's whatever. You bought into resistance on Bitcoin. Bought into the resistance on Bitcoin. Tough stuff. Man, so looking at the recoup here on the 5-minute, yes, we would love to get off this line demonstrated on the 4-hourly, right? That we've been on for 3 weeks. At least we know the line we're on, right? Now you guys at least know the challenge. We'd like to get up here. That's the quintessential potential for a move to the upside, a reversal. It's going to require us to get up here. I'm just telling you, if you trade a lot, you don't like hanging around on a level of resistance to support for this long. You just don't, guys. If you trade a lot, period. I'm going to tell you. Can we traject to the upside and kick it? Sure. But if you trade a lot, you start getting nervous a little bit when this thing just holds on like this. You just do if you're trying to go long on it. You still might have some position, take advantage of the upside, sure. But this is a resistance to support feature for 3 weeks, guys. If you're trading at lower time frames and this begins to grind along and you can't get up on off of it, you start to be like, hold on. It's like, how long is this contact supposed to last with this resistance to support? Like, how long am I supposed to be comfortable gliding along a downward sloping level of preceding resistance to support? How long is this feature supposed to go? It's just buyers have had the opportunity to engage other market factors, equity markets, etc., overall broader markets, ad nauseum. We'll get into it in terms of the explanation for this. But this is where we start to look at it. I mean, on the lower time frame, we're doing this. I'm like, I'm out. Literally, at some point, me personally, let it beat the odd here. It's been there. If I'm watching on lower time frames, that thing's been there for like 5 minutes, dude. That's at least got to the point where buyers could have and refused to jump into the equation. I don't mind if it cranks to the upside. That's fine. If it surprises me and everything else, I've seen a line of prior resistance to support just sit here and just boom, want to fall off the map. Now on lower time frames, okay, it's just the longer we spend and we just refuse to really grab onto the prior resistance and formulate it as support, it just becomes troublesome. This is a big wedge that's formulated on the daily. I'm telling you guys this right now, okay? It's a big wedge that's formulated on the daily. The peak of this wedge is down, just so that we cover it, okay? The peak of the wedge is down from current price, down 7.49%. Don't get to the peak and be surprised. Just don't get there and be surprised. Have a contingency plan, please, right? We're not emptying out the Rolls Royce from the garage, guys. That ain't what we're doing with VIP, all right? Level of support underneath. Important. Level of support underneath. That's the maximum framework of the and I'm not gonna cover the one thing that I could cover right now, which would be bearish enough to probably excite anybody in the audience who are really a bear. I don't want to cover it right now. I really don't want to cover it. It's too bearish. If I talk about it right now, it's too much of a plug for the bears. I don't want to give them that. We're not bears here. We don't get scared. If I start talking about pulling out of a trade, etc., I'll pull out of a trade. We got targets to compound into below, set orders, and let's roll. Boom. You want to come pick us up? Come pick us up. Downward price action, always an opportunity, right? That's not a way of side-skirting the fact that we've been on this specific level of resistance for 3 weeks. It just is what it is. Buyers have not been able to complete it to the upside. It's just the demand function in the overall market. It's like the fine-tuning on the market with the NASDAQ and BTC has just been it's been there, guys. So it's not been ideal. We'd love to see a correlative with inflation and BTC right now. Instead, we're acting like a tech stock. I mean, we're going to be trading a tech stock right now. There's a lot of different things we could be trading. Like we chose Bitcoin because we like the dynamics of the product. We like what we're trading. We like what we're investing in, period. So to the extent that it just turns into another tech stock, we got to be better than that. The markets have got to be better than that, guys. Come on. They got to pick up somewhere. That's almost insulting to the product that we're investing in. It's a scarcity, right? I mean, come on. It's just at some point, we have to make some common sense here. Like it's not just it's a correlative of product with the NASDAQ. It's not a tech stock. It's there's a limited 21 million of these. Come on, guys. Maybe raise an eyebrow to it at the markets. Be like, what are they doing? How are they explaining this now? So to the extent that it's an overall demand function, etc., there's some different issues with risk. They can explain it however they want to. It's a risk on investment or asset, whatever they want to, guys. Lower level of support engage. Okay, in line with this descending wedge. Is it necessarily pretty right now? It is not. It is not necessarily pretty. Could it play to our goal? There are some bulls that cannot be moved. They are immobile. They will buy. They want this target to the upside in green, this 3 right here, okay, in terms of completing this reversal. Okay? Can it happen? Sure, it can happen. It's already completed 2 levels of the fan reversal. And in terms of, I'll just say this, in terms of playing large right now, I would say the best thing I could say right now is the following. The standard approach of VIP is to have increased levels of exposure at the lower levels of the Fibonacci. I don't see a reason for that to change ever, particularly with what we're going through right now. Some opportunity to experience this to the upside without a doubt. 50% is incoming in terms of the Fibonacci, right? It's not a time to put tail between legs and scurry home. We're not in that position at all, guys. What I'm saying is it's a difficult move on this specific line. It just doesn't look technically nice. It doesn't, having traded a lot, it doesn't look technically, I don't like to be just straddled along a line of resistance this long. I just don't like it, okay? It's not ideal. All right. This is an ideal target. It's an ideal target, but it's just not a home run, bases loaded World Series, and I'm ready, right? I'm tuned up, I'm amped up, and you throw it as fast as you can. I'm going to hit this thing as hard as I can out of the park. This move right here, I'm going to hit it as hard as I can out of the park. I'm going to sail it over Wrigley Field, over the fence, into the streets. All right, and point like Babe Ruth before I do it. Nah, not exactly. Okay, not exactly. We're not in a bull flag here or a bull flag here. It's just we have to understand the market dynamics that's presented to us as it is right now. So I'm willing to be at the plate. I'm willing to trade this dynamic here, as we've been trading the other falling wedges, and we've been trading the other dynamics of the market with no problem. I would just say, in terms of the level of exposure, understand we're in a fractal with a technical bullish pattern. Okay, so technically, if you're comfortable within a bullish pattern and you're not on a source of leverage that's going to wipe you out with a move against you, you should feel comfortable. And I can say that you should feel comfortable because you're technically in a bullish pattern. Okay, if it surprises you and moves against you, can you double down into it? Right? Can you? If you can't double down into your position, you're going to wind up selling that Rolls Royce in the garage. That ain't VIP. That is not VIP, guys. In terms of the fact that you're in a bullish pattern within a bullish pattern, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just understand, to get back down to the level of support here, to get down to this level of support here is a 23% move. 23%, that's enough to wipe out any 5-time leverage position you can take. Okay? So before you get all eager and say, well, I'm in a bullish pattern within a bullish pattern in a fractal, I'm going 5L. Understand, can you cover your position at the lower threshold target here? Can you cover it if it even wants to break down from that? You have to have a 2 to 3 tiered backup, guys, in terms of your ability to cover your position. You just do. And what I'll say is this, guys. It's been a good stream, Angel. It's been enjoyable to chill just a bit. I'm glad that we hit a target. That's what I'm talking about. That's VIP in the house. A little bit of a flat top there on the 5-minute time frame. What's up? What's up? Always looking for those flat tops. And I like people who trade. I like traders. I like people in the market. I want you guys to trade. I want you to be the very best 2022. And that ain't lying, guys. I want you guys to be the best. This line of resistance to support. I'm not crazy about it, guys. Me personally, I'm just not crazy about it. It's still within a bullish framework. It's fine. I would prefer, me personally, having traded as much as I have over the past preceding weeks / months, I'd prefer an opportunity to get into any wedge. And VIP know this. I would prefer to get into any wedge right now underneath a wedge. And if that's not the majority of the market, guys, that have been trading, then it's going to be a surprise if the wedge picks up. Honestly, we have traded so many of these from down below. And, of course, when you get it up there and it's breaking out, well, okay, maybe we want to play a breakout. It's just there's cash stacked down here. If the cash gets picked up, cool. If it doesn't, if it wants to traject to the upside, that's fine. But we've seen so many of these levels of support get broken. I'm going to tell you guys, whether or not it gets picked up, there are a lot of orders waiting down here, right? You guys know this? There are a lot of orders waiting down there. It's going to be at that 50% retracement. So, you guys ready at that 50%? You ready to pick up a potential recoup? I mean, while it's falling out, I'll do another target, guys. I'll do another target for VIP, and we'll see if we can hit that target just like we did today, right? From the earlier fall, when we were falling down, and these were all Fibonacci, guys. All Fibonacci targets, right, that got hit today. All Fibonacci levels, right? In terms of let me go ahead and make these, let me take this off so you guys can see this a little better. There we go. These were all Fibonacci targets. You guys know this. And just the ability to trade, right, at these levels is hugely appreciated in the market. We appreciate the opportunity to trade at these levels. I brought these levels to VIP. Those are all hits, guys. You're trading on leverage. You're trading straight up. You're trading on spot. What are you trading on? Those are all hits for money, guys. All of them are hits for money at every single level of the Fibonacci. The 50 got skipped and recouped. Note that, guys. The 50 got skipped with a recoup. There's a nice tendency when it's expressed that if you miss a level of Fibonacci, it's going to want to recoup up to that level. The next level down will recoup up and beyond. We'd like to see that, right? We'd like to see that consistently. It's not always the case. You see this pour down here? Boom. I gave these Fibonacci's to VIP last night. Was it last night? Definitely before the primary pour down, right? So congratulations to all those who traded in VIP. That's what's up. If you traded on leverage, congratulations. If you got bitten in this area here, you have to account for that in your strategy. I just talked about how in 5L we still could go down 20%. Just have that backup ability, guys. That way you don't have to be you don't have to pull off a miracle in the market, right? It's a miracle if you're right every day. I'll tell you that. It literally turns into one nearly. Well, you don't have to do that, guys. Just be consistent and engage in discipline. Be disciplined and consistent. I think you'll do well. These were a lot of good trades today, right? And in terms of that recoup, I was excited to give you guys that target. And what I'll do, guys, I want to shout out to Jabal. Jabal, what's up? Sorry that link didn't work, my man. New VIP, we appreciate that information. And Angel, hope you're doing well, my man. Just chilling, man. It's 8:41, probably chilling. I'll let you guys have a good Friday night. We'll stream tomorrow. See what you guys want to do. If you're not VIP yet, we would love you to be VIP. It's exciting to us to have more people in the back. It just is. We have a good group right now. Like a real solid group. Jabal, who just joined. He's from Alaska. He's a software programmer, developer, etc. He's a cool dude. And yeah, from him to Vlad, my man. What's up, Vlad? Keystone. Just Keystone VIP. Cool dude. Steve, hope you're doing well. Luke, Richard. Let's shout out to Richard. What's up, Richard? What's up, my man, Luke? Let's get into Luke. And I'll shout out to Amos. Amos, my man. What's up, Amos? I want to hear good things soon, my man. Chris, top dog. What's up? Nice picture. Got to say, great picture. Luke in the house. What's up, Luke? And what do we got here? Frankie. Frankie is ready for 2022. Big time, guys. Big time, Sean. Professional, businessman, etc. And what do we got? Fred. What's going on, Freddie? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. What do we got here in terms of Steve-O? Steve-O is the man. So, guys, just some VIP from the back. And hope you're doing well. We got Torque. Man, Torque, we want a live action shot, dude. Be screeching and squealing those tires. Be doing something, man. Torque. All right, Pathfinder. Brother, man, what's up? And we got a lot of price action to deal with, guys. 2022 is going to be a gangbuster year. I want you guys to just hone in on your skills right now. In terms of the overall takeaway right now on the day, we're within a bullish pattern. I personally would love to fall out of the bullish pattern because I see the bullish patterns recover. So that's where I'm at personally. I'd like to see the bullish pattern fall out and to play a recovery play because there's more potential in terms of probability and profit. Okay, so that's what I would personally like. That's my preference. Okay, that doesn't mean the fact that it's happened on so many bullish patterns, i.e. the falling wedge, fallout with a recovery, it's happened so frequently that you can you say it's not technically indicated? It just keeps happening, right? So the market's looking at that right now. We're assessing that, and I will bring some additional features to the VIP later on. We did return to this level, right? I brought this last night to the VIP, this level of resistance. We returned right to it, right? So show me a level of prior resistance. It's continual, isn't it? Show me a level of prior resistance, and what, guys? I'll show you orders at that level. Boom. Down to that level. So what we'll do is I'll be in the back, guys. I appreciate you guys. If you didn't watch yesterday's stream on shorting for ApeCoin, please rewatch that stream, guys. Please rewatch that stream. So crucially important. I really want you guys to be able to understand what it means, and in terms of scaling into your shorts, selling. If it goes up, sell. If it goes up more, sell more. If it goes up a whole lot more, sell a whole lot more. Right? Just the reverse, guys. You don't have to have position. Just the reverse of, well, if it goes down, sell. Or if it goes down, buy. If it goes down more, buy more. If it goes down a whole lot more, buy more. That's the easy, because they always say buy low, sell high. I don't want that. I want you guys to know if it goes a lot higher, you sell a lot more. If it goes a lot lower, you buy a lot more. Right? That's the idea. So just precarious position. I got to say, a precarious position in terms of this. We have to understand on, what did I get to this? What happened to BTC? How did the BTC just completely? There we go. BTC is just in a precarious position right now. It's just not that it's not that there's anything wrong with it, but this line, that dynamic gives it an odd feel. Don't you agree? It's just like, I don't want to spend 3 weeks on the same line of resistance trying to confirm a support. Where's the action for the buyers? Right? Where is it? It's been 3 weeks we're on this line. 3 weeks? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. We got to do something, huh? We got to kick the computer, do something, make the price move. Because, at some point, what's going to happen? Price will see this as a demonstrated level of consolidation. It's going to move. You bet you it's going to move. I'm going to tell you, at some point, this thing's going to reach some tolerance, and it's going to be here long enough, and it's going to decide, we've dealt with this line long enough. Boom. It's at some point, guys. Almost reminds of this area in here. Not quietly as well structured, right? We just see it. We see it. 3 weeks, huh? Yeah, we can take it. We can take it, huh? Let the weak ones go away, huh? We want to find that little ascending triangle. Boom. Don't we, huh? That's sweet, huh? Look at this thing. Small ascending triangle. Boom. That's nice. That's fun. 2021 summertime. So I guess we'll be busy in the back. We got to bring the heat to the market. I didn't trade today. I've been distracted, guys. I don't want the distractions to interact negatively with my trade game. So I'll get back on things tomorrow. But we had just bigger turns, big 150%. This that. I told you guys I'd fed one to the wolves. I was like, I didn't want to feed them to the wolves, right? Bad trade, distracted, out and about, checking out the chick in the gym, going with the pool, and like, you can't do that in trade. I know that. Just I get distracted. It's okay when I'm laser-eye focused. Any morning, boom, I kick out 3-4 trades. That's my deal, and that's the discipline that I need to do. We've been booking some trades live though, so I need to do that. We're on a good run booking trades live, so we need to. We'll continue with that. We'll keep that up. I just want to make sure I'm focused. I guess we could have plugged in all those orders on the dang it. I could have on APE. I was just sitting there talking about it. I wasn't doing it. I mean, but to do the stream and the orders, to set up 20 plus orders up to the extensions, etc. Dang it, it's a lot of work, huh? Back into the golden pocket, but that would have been, it would have been phenomenally huge. Would have referred back to it, and it would have been like a 10x on my money from just yesterday's trading day. So I'll put a little more time in terms of planning. Maybe I need to plan a little bit better. But it's just the stream and everything else. It's a lot to do, So I understand you guys have family. I understand you guys have things going on. Your business. DOGE going to targets. Luna going into his targets. APE going into his golden pocket. Hey, I appreciate that. Somebody thanking me for the T. Hey, look at that APE, huh? Look at that. That's a heck of an APE, huh? Nice move. Golden pocket. Remember, guys, and you're welcome for the TA. I want to just remind you of what we're looking at. Preceding breakout on APE. You got it. This is like a nice little golden key. Unlock a little treasure chest here. Preceding breakout. Boom. Initiate target on APE. Right up to where? Up to candle wick. Bam. Gets us what? Right down to, boom, golden pocket. What's the move from golden pocket? Bam. What are we at? 12, 13% to the upside. Nice. Not everybody knows this stuff, guys. Not everybody knows this. Pretty cool, huh? It's just cool that we know it, that we spend enough time and have that level of understanding. Like, a lot of it is just hit your targets, buy, support, sell, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit those targets. Trading DOGE, Phantom, AXS, ton. Good man. Keep it light. Keep it light. Keep it light. Mr. Heavyweight. There we go. Keep it light, Mr. Heavyweight. All right. I got to say that to all you guys because I know you're heavyweights. You're boss charge. You know what's going on. From Angel at the top, especially to everybody. You guys are awesome. And man, me personally, like, and if you've been trading, you know this. Either you're hitting your targets like on APE right now. And that's a golden pocket, right? That's nice. Now, in terms of these moves, yeah, you're going to pick up at support, no problem. All right, you pick up another line of support, no problem. But your key, even if you let one wash here, boom, you push one to the side, or let's say, okay, it's not going to hold. You're looking down here. The whole time you're looking for these to fail to get involved down here to get the recoup trade because there's more price action from below once it capitulates down. It's just the way that the traders have been approaching the market. Seems a little out there. But it's like the 86 retracement. It's like the golden pocket or initiated the prior breakout up to the candle wick. It is what it is. We trade. You guys know this. We're VIP. We trade. 2022, we want you to up your trade game. That's it, guys. I want you to be the best traders. I know you guys. You're good guys. Yeah, everybody got a few wrinkles. There you go. Peppered in lightly. You're the heavyweight. You know this, champ. And what I'll say is, guys, I'll be around via email, via text, via DM. I think that's about it right now. Via email, via text, via DM, or voice. If you guys want to go with the phone call, I'm around. And that's what I will say to each and every one of you. Angel, without a doubt, don't forget the phone call. You call me anytime. I hope you guys, with Sebastian, have a good weekend at the Matos house. And everybody else, you guys have a great, great weekend. Hit me up on the email. Hit me up on something. I want to talk to you guys. It's going to be a good weekend. Let's talk about the direction where things are going. How are you scheduled in below? All right? If you have some degree of an exposure, how are you scheduled in below? I'm interested to see who has followed enough to understand the following, that we have literal levels of extensions measuring the previous component down, brought up to this level here to interact as levels and targets. Not just standard retracements, but using that derivative gain analysis that now you understand differently, right? So I'm interested. That golden pocket's interesting to me. I'm interested, guys. I want to see who is scheduled in below. Some upside exposure. Let it kick. If it can kick through that third line of the fan, I'm excited about that. I don't know. I want to see some targets. I want to see some targets. These have traded so much to me over the preceding 100 days in this zone. I would like to get the opportunity. I'm raring to go. I want to get it. I would love this to fall out, and I want to hit it. That's just me, guys. I want to see that dynamic play again in the market. I've come to enjoy those in terms of the market. It's just been fun to trade. So I'm looking forward to the possibility that could trade. I'm prepared for the upside, but I'd like to hammer that. It's just like you feel like you're part of the process of it recovering to the upside into that, right? It's a different play. It's a very advanced trade, extremely advanced trade, all right? Like the short yesterday on APE back to the apex, right? That I gave to the VIP, that at least back to the apex, that wedge. It's just, it's ballpark, right? We're ballpark into that next level in terms of trading. Let me see this there. Call me, bro. Email you. We'll try to resend. Good. Talk to you later. Good evening. I enjoy. Thank you. Video was inspiring. Good. And I encourage you guys to just do all you can in the market and in your lives. And, just make it work in 2022. And I'll be